police department is the Pleasant Grove, Alabama Police Department. And situation happened last night, 12:30. A pickup truck, it looked burgundy to me. It was sitting at a gas station that was closed with the headlights on. When I drove by, the pickup truck got behind me, and at first it followed about 2 car lengths behind me, and didn't think anything of it. But when I got about 2 miles up the road, it slowed down, and then it just zoomed in on me. I'm like he just punched the gas or something. I don't know. All I know is I looked up, and I seen the truck rushing in behind me. So I rolled through a stop sign. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then I sped up, and this guy was tailing me hard. I'm like, he tailing me for about a mile of the road, and I'm like, what is this joker doing? And when I got to the next stop sign, they threw the lights on. I said, oh, it's a police car. I'm like, didn't have no indication. I'm like, I didn't even know my city even had a pickup truck. They must have just got it because they only have some cars. And he pulled over, and I asked him why was he tailgating me. And he said he had to get my tag information. And he proceeded to get my license and insurance and all that information. And when he came back, he gave me 2 tickets, one for running a stop sign. He said I was doing 50 and a 30. And I asked him, I said, well, if I had known you the police, I wouldn't have been speeding. But I said, I just thought you were just some random vehicle tailing me, real hard, aggressive driving. And he said if I had a different attitude, it would have been different. But I'm like, hey, it's 12:30 in the morning. I'm like, why are you all on my tail? And ain't nobody else on the road but us. And so I went today, filed an official complaint, and they said they didn't have any forms. They don't have any email addresses, anybody can contact. They just said to type or handwrite a letter and sign it and bring it back and give it to the police chief.
Okay, let me do this. I'm going to call the police department and find out what their actual policy is, and then I'll make some recommendations. And I can tell you at this point, you certainly, if it happened the way you described, you have an unprofessional conduct complaint. If he was going to write a citation, it shouldn't be contingent on whether you're a nice guy or whether or not you have attitude. And if he wrote those tickets because you have attitude, that's improper. The second thing that would be improper is for him to be driving recklessly. So if he was driving at the rate he was driving, there's some questions I want to ask the police department to find out if their vehicles are tracked. Some of the police departments have tracking systems in the trunk of the car that will determine exactly what rate of speed the officer was traveling at any given time. So let me do this. We can also pinpoint when he was driving that way because he wrote the citation at whatever time. They can go back and see how he was driving before he pulled you over. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Just stand by for a minute. Don't say anything unless I ask you something, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay? Hello?
So what is it?
Well, I'd like to know how to file a complaint against an officer.
Okay. Where did all this happen?
I don't want to provide any information just yet. I'd just like to know what the procedure is.
Well, you come down here and talk to the supervisor. What shift it was?
Yeah, I just don't want to give any information right now.
Well, look, I'm trying to help you, buddy. Here's what I'm telling you. We work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
And 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So whichever shift it is, that's probably where you best thing to start with his supervisor.
Okay, well this would be the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift, and,
Okay.
and that would be the time that it happened. And I guess the question I have for you, maybe you can tell me this, is do you guys keep track of the speed that your vehicles are traveling, how the officers are operating the vehicles?
Buddy, I don't know. I don't have any idea about that because I don't police anymore. I've been at it 27 years.
Okay. Is there someone who can give me that information?
I don't know. Hold on a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sergeant Frederick.
Yes, Sergeant. I'm on the phone with a friend of mine who had an incident with one of your officers, and we're trying to get some information. The officer was driving very aggressively and almost caused an accident, and then wrote a ticket and said that it was because of my friend's attitude. I thought both of those things sounded improper, so I had a question about, number one, how he should report his complaint to your department, and number two...
Okay, he was here this morning. I spoke to him myself, and I told him exactly what to do.
Okay. Well, I have an additional question that he didn't ask. The question I have is, are your police vehicles equipped with something that would track the rate of an officer's speed?
No.
No. Okay.
We don't have anything like that. Now, in the patrol cars, we have the camera, but in the unmarked units, we don't have that.
Okay, and there's no camera in the unmarked unit as well?
No.
Okay. All right. And who will I submit a FOIA request to collect records that are available?
Well, you can't get any police records with a request. You have to have a subpoena for that.
Oh, so not even basic information about the officer, like his personnel file, is available?
Certainly not. That's personal information.
Well, he's a public servant, so some of it is not
He
personal.
may be, but that's his personal information.
Oh, so how many? If I wanted to know how he was trained, would that be personal information?
Whatever you need to know, you can send a subpoena.
So, okay. Well, first of all, I don't know that you know what you're talking about. So, can you tell me who handles records? Is that you?
Wouldn't that be something from court to pull records?
No, I don't believe that. The public records law covers a number of records that are available for police officers, and the information you're giving me is wrong, and I know it. I'm a retired detective, and I testify as an expert witness against police misconduct incidents, so I know where to go to get records and how to get them, and what you just told me is not true. You don't need a subpoena to get basic records on a police officer. That's nonsense.
Look, I already told him where to start. It's not your complaint, right? You were not.
That's right, and you're not being helpful. Can you direct me to someone who can tell me how to get records?
I'll give it to the chief like I told him.
Can you direct me to someone? Okay, drop the complaint. Let's go to the records issue. Can you direct me to someone who's responsible for records?
We don't have a specific person responsible for records. This is a small police department.
And there's no records clerk.
No.
All right, can you give me the number to the city manager's office?
The city clerk's office.
That's fine, I'll take it.
744
Mm-hmm.
17
Mm-hmm.
23.
Okay, and your name again, Sergeant?
Frederick.
Frederick. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Okay, sir? I would not suggest that you continue to go along in terms of your activities with this department alone. I'm going to have my secretary call you back, and we'll schedule an appointment, and I'll talk with you about some things we can do.